Hello and welcome to the channel. Now a few of you may recall a while ago we looked at these. These are the Joy-Cons that are really comfy. They come in black also, and they have a really cool RGB feature around the thumbsticks. Well, after that I was determined to find a controller that had the cool RGBs, and I found this one. So this is an enhanced wireless controller for the Nintendo Switch. So is it any good? What we're going to do is we're going to unbox it to see what you get, go through the physical features. Then there's a need to show you a few things when you're actually using it. So hit the subscribe button, sit back as I turn up the lights and put this down on the tech desk. Welcome down onto the tech desk, and as we said in the introduction, we're going to be looking at this today. So this is an enhanced wireless controller from a company called, which I believe is NYXI, NYXI. So I believe it's pronounced NYXI. I could be wrong about that. It's a classic, no branding, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've had a few controllers that are just as less branded as this, and they've been fantastic. So what we're going to do is going to unbox this because I've been playing this for a few weeks now. I've reboxed it, so we're going to go through that. Then we're going to go through the physical features, and then we'll go a little bit of gameplay, just a couple of things with the sticks I want to show you. Okay, like I said, it's from NYXI, and there's nowhere that says that on the box. Enhanced wireless controller, couple of features, nothing exciting about that. Packaged up, like I said, been using this for a couple of weeks now, and you get a half decent USB Type-C cable with that. Yeah, pretty good, not too bad at all. And then inside, you get the controller itself and an instruction manual. I'm going to talk to you about the instruction manual. There's a couple of things on there that aren't actually in the instruction manual that you need to know when using this, and then here it is. Okay, so let's do a first look and feel of this. Now this really looks like a Pro controller, doesn't it? In fact, I've got a Pro controller here, and if I put them side by side, they really are almost identical in size. There are a few minor differences I'll talk about, but we'll leave this one here as we go through it, because the first look, like I was saying, the first look is like, and the feel is okay. It's quite light. Okay, so this is 250 grams. The Pro is. This is 200 grams. So this is 50 grams less. So it's less heavy than the Pro controller, which is not a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. But this, I think that's probably due to the battery, because you're going to get 6 to 8 hours gameplay out of this. You'll get far more in this, probably because it's got a much bigger battery, and that's probably where the weight is. So you're going to charge this up in a couple of hours, and you're going to get around about 6, 7, 8 hours worth of gameplay out of it. And it's got this material on it that's kind of rough, a little bit rough on the top. It's not smooth on the top. Can you see that nice glistening effect? And then when you spin it over, it has this really grippy texture on the bottom. This is lovely, this grippy texture on here. And then while we're around the back, I want to talk about this. So this is one of the small differences between the Pro. This is kind of a little bit more bulbous round here. So with adult hands, it fits on there. So if I compare it to the Pro controller, see that there's a lot straighter than this, is a lot more bulbous around here. So that's one of the kind of differences with the Pro controller, but really comfy controller. No issues about the way it looks, no issues about the way how it feels in the hand. Okay, then going over, asymmetrical design, screenshot home, minus plus, D-pad X, Y, A and B, exactly the same layout. And then the triggers, exactly the same. They feel digital, one click in, a nice soft push and cushioned click. Very nice indeed. USB Type-C, and that's your sync button. And then on the back, the difference, apart from the material as we've talked about, is this, which is the turbo button, or a function button, because you press that if you're going to be wanting to do more functions with the controller. Let's start off with the stick then. When you click it in, it feels just normal. I've been playing with this now, and I haven't had any issues with the sticks at all. Although I'm going to show you something later on after this. We'll go into the software, and I just want to show you something regarding the sticks, although I haven't really had the issue with it. D-pads, personal preference for me, but this feels okay. There's a definite click in when you press it, so it's nice and definite, and it doesn't flatten against the controller, which you've had a few of these where the D-pad just flattens and it's really hard to press. But no issues for me with them. Pretty clicky, these 4 buttons, yeah, great. And these just feel like regular buttons. So overall, pretty average. All the buttons and that lot, no issues at all. Okay, there's a few features that I want to talk about with this, which are really quite cool, that take it up a level. So it has things, obviously, like things like emotion. It has turbo and it has rumble, and it also can wake up the Switch. Okay, we'll test that in a bit, but it will wake up the Switch once you've paired it. The thing with turbo is you can increase it. I've never used turbo, but if you like to have turbo, you can have it in 3 different modes: 5 seconds, 5 times a second, 12 times a second, or 20 times a second. And the way you do that is you just hold that and you press the plus and the minus and you go up and down. And the rumble as well, the rumble's fantastic in this, and you can have it in 4 different stages. You can have it off, 30%, 75% and 100%. So I just whack it on 75% enough. 100% is quite powerful. But again, you just hold down that T, do it in real time, and you press it up and down on there. And that's what's out. Now, everything I've just told you will be in here. That's fantastic. But what we want to do is we want to turn it on. So I've already paired it up with my Switch. So if we turn the Switch on, we have these brilliant RGB lights around here. I think let's just set it off. They look really, really cool. There's nowhere in the instruction manual that tells you how to change these lights, so I've had to work it out myself. And the way you do it is you hold down that T and you click your buttons here. So if I hold down the T, which I'm doing down there, and I click the left stick, it will change through all of the colours. You have all those different colours you can go through. Then if you wanted it breathing, you double click it. Okay, so double click and then it will breathe through all of the different colours. Okay, so all the colours going, and then if you double click again, you get the breathing of all of the colours, kind of like the RGB that goes around there. This is what I stick it on. This is what I leave it on, this one here, the breathing, or I just leave it on there. That's what I leave it on there, so it's all nice and there. I haven't noticed it affecting the battery life at all. Okay, so whether it's on or off, it's negligible. I haven't noticed a difference at all when using it, so that's not a problem. Okay, so we've got this connected. As you can see, the LEDs there, that says we're connected to player 1. There's 2, 3, and 4, and then this flashes when you're charging it up, and then it stops flashing when it's fully charged. Just to prove about the waking up of the Switch, so we know that's off now. We know it's paired. If I press home, that starts to flash. We've woken up the Switch. Okay, great. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to ping onto the Switch and we're just going to go through a few of the settings. So here we are then, I've got this connected up to the Switch, and what we're going to first do, before I jump into a bit of gameplay, just going to go into system settings, and then we're going to go all the way down to controllers and sensors, and then we're going to go down to calibrate control sticks, and we're going to do the left-hand stick. If you've updated to the latest firmware, you'll notice now that when you calibrate the sticks or test the sticks, you have to tilt it before you had to press it in. So now you're tilting it, and here we are. So I don't expect drift to be after a couple of weeks, so there's going to be no drift. You're not going to see any. But there is something I wanted to show you. So we can do left, right, up, down, left, right, no problems whatsoever. And I'm rubbish at doing the smaller circles. Now, if I hold it up and I do a larger circle, just watch that dot, okay? If I do one big circle, I'm not stopping, but can you see? It actually sticks ever so slightly. If I go really fast, it's not going to do that. But if I go a little bit slower, can you see it sticks to 8 points? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I don't stop, can you see that? Okay, so it kind of tends to lean towards the 8 points on the circle. I mean, no problems about doing in there, but it does kind of stick there first. Just something to be aware of when you use this controller, okay? Okay, and then again we'll do it on the right hand stick. Like I said, there's going to be no drift on this right hand stick, no problems whatsoever. If we do a circle and I don't stop, I just keep going, can you see it getting slightly stuck there? Just something to be noticed. When I've been playing, I haven't noticed that problem at all. It's not a problem for me. I haven't noticed it in game at all. Then we just control buttons A, B, 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 B. To activate turbo, hold down the turbo button and let's do Y on the turbo. And then, as you can see, hold down Y, it does the turbo for you. And as I said, with the turbo, increase it by holding the plus and the minus with the turbo button as well. That changes that for you. Let's quickly jump into Vinmar just so I can show you the... That's on the lowest rumble. One up. Next one up. Okay, so as you can see, it's a really powerful rumble. If you want it to be, it can be really powerful. Okay, so then that's it then. It's a pretty decent controller. It feels nice and comfy. It works. It's a decent second controller. I do like these RGBs around here. I just think it makes it look a little bit different. Go and have a look down the links below for the latest price and for a cheeky discount as well. There we have it then. That was my look at this, the kind of enhanced wireless controller from NYXI. I guess I'm saying that right. Okay, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of this? Are you going to pick one up? Like I was saying, it's okay. It's a pretty decent controller. I just like the RGBs around it. Do let me know. It's another one in the repertoire for the controllers for the Nintendo Switch. There's quite a few alternatives out there. This one's I'll put down in the okay category. All right, and thanks very much then. Please do stick the thumbs up and do subscribe if you're new around here. And until the next video, bye-bye.